The first episode of Solo Leveling just dropped, and A1 and Sawano have brought us an incredible 22 minutes of action. In this video, we're going to go through the differences between the webtoon and light novel and the anime episode. Warning, there will be some minor spoilers ahead regarding naming characters, but nothing story related. So first off, the entire prologue on Jeju Island with the hunters fighting ants wasn't in the webtoon or light novel at all, and is anime only. It introduces some of the major characters from the series, notably Baek Yoon-ho, Guildmaster of the White Tiger Guild, and Choi Jong-in, the Guildmaster of the Hunters Guild. Both of these characters and guilds will be quite relevant as the story progresses. And the other great thing about this opening is that it gives us an idea of the power scale in the anime. The S-ranked hunters destroy the ants almost effortlessly, while the B-rank hunters fall over like pawns. The second scene at the construction site largely follows the original source, with people calling Jinwoo the weakest hunter and saying that the dungeon will be safe if he's there. But the only thing they missed was Jinwoo not being able to get a coffee before they entered the dungeon. In the dungeon itself, the anime added in a scene where Jinwoo fights a goblin and almost dies. In both original sources, we cut straight to the healing with Lee Ju-hee healing him. The inclusion of the scene gives us a much better idea of just how weak Jinwoo is, and does a great job of showing just how close he came to death even the first time we see him in combat. Intercut with the scenes in the dungeon, we get some added scenes of the Korean Hunters Association chairman Go Gun-hee and Woo Jin-chul, the chief inspector of the association's surveillance team, talking about essence stones, effectively little things that monsters drop. All of this was added into the anime, and it helps flesh out the world a little more as they talk about using it for power, and we can really see why they're valuable. Back in the dungeon, the double dungeon has been discovered, and everyone's talking about whether to proceed. The anime does explore the motivations for Park and Kim a little bit more, with Park and Kim worried about the money for Park's kids. The webtoon, on the other hand, skips straight to the vote. There is one line in the web novel about it, but it does go much more into depth in the anime. Now once again, we cut to added scenes outside of the dungeon, introducing best boy Yoo Jin-ho and showing us the guild's recruiting hunters after taking their ranking test, and then introducing best girl Cha Hae-in in absolutely spectacular fashion. Back in the dungeon, Ju-hee's scolding and flirting is pretty much the same, but there comes a bit of difference once the party gets to the door. In both the webtoon and web novel, the party gets cold feet but are inspired and pushed on by Song, the party leader, going so far as to say that they can go home, but he'd go on alone. Inspired by his words, everyone continues into the room. In the anime, however, Kim is the one to go to the door and push it open, commenting that the team moves forward together. That was a call, right, leader Song? Before pushing the door open himself. In the last cut to outside the dungeon, we get an anime-only scene of Go Gun-hee addressing the new hunters, advising them of the danger of dungeons and leaving them with just one last piece of advice. Please be afraid. Something that the party currently in the dungeon has clearly disregarded. The rest of the dungeon unfolds pretty much exactly as it was in the webtoon and the web novel. The exploration of the dungeon, reading the commandments, and the sudden ambush by the giant statue are pretty much shot-by-shot matches from the webtoon, just with some added top-tier animation. However, there is one difference from the webtoon. When Jinwoo has his flashbacks to every time he nearly dies, the webtoon has a scene where he's ridiculed by others, saying that he makes the healers have to work twice as hard. In the webtoon, he also says he's always unarmed because any cheap sword that he buys would break anyway, while in the anime, he says that the cheap knife he had was all that he could afford, which, as we saw earlier, broke when he used it. The final shots in the anime episode of everyone panicking and Jinwoo realizing that he's about to die don't actually appear in either original source, as neither the webtoon chapter nor the web novel chapter end at this point. That said, I do prefer stopping here as the action cools down for a little bit before picking up again. Overall, the first episode of Solo Leveling has more than met my expectations, and I think everything that they added in only improved the story that was originally in the webtoon. What did you think of the first episode of Solo Leveling? Let me know down in the comments, and always remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Bye!